Okay, good evening, everyone. Blessed Lugnasad. How's
Blessed
every
Lunasa.
Yes, how's everyone doing this evening and this weekend? Um, don't see many people on right now, but
Yeah.
that's fine. A lot of people will trickle in as we're, moving along. Um, Goodness, the last time we got together was the summer solstice.
Yeah.
Yep. Goodness, what all has changed since summer solstice? Well, first and foremost, please excuse the loudness of our children in the background. We are doing this obviously earlier this evening, as we do have plans later on this evening. So we're trying to get the ritual done and out of the way, and so we can spend time not only with the community but with our friends and family as well.
Yes, and I'm just getting ready to be sharing out on my end. So just give me a moment here. Kind of dropping the ball today, but hey.
I'll share that too.
We're breathing.
We are breathing. We are breathing. Okay. Alright, well, while Odin is finishing sharing it out on that end, yes, this is Lugnasad. It's the first of the 3 harvests. It is the grain harvest, so that's why you see our lovely altar here adorned with corn and bread. You have a scarecrow, gnome, which, funny thing. Okay, we're gonna go on a little bit of a tangent here. We were living at our old apartment, and Odin was looking at things that were traditional for, holiday, for the holidays. And there's this thing that I don't know how to put this. Essentially, it's a freaking gnome, okay? And it's dressed up in like the holiday stuff, and it's kind of like the stupid elf on a shelf, but instead it's a gnome. And it keeps track of when kids are misbehaving and when they are behaving. Sorry, our 5-year-old just decided to walk out here.
To your room, Bubba.
Come on, Bubby, go.
We'll be done shortly.
We'll be done shortly. Go. Go. Come on, go play on your tablet. Valk, go play on your tablet, please. Excuse us, we are so sorry, guys. Alrighty then. Anyways. So, the gnome is kind of like the elf on the shelf, paying attention and watching the children, as they misbehave or behave, and sends the messages of whether they're being good or bad to the Holly King. And the Holly King has the naughty or nice list, kind of like, the secular SANTA, and so on and so forth. Well, this one here decides to get one of them and says, we gotta hide it around the house. I'm like, no, we're not doing this. We're not freaking doing this. It's too much like Elf on the Shelf.
It's a Yule tradition.
Yule tradition, yes. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this. And he goes, no, come on, we have to. I'm like, no, we do not.
So I do it anyway.
So Odin does it anyways. Because it's all good things that, spouses do, is they do little minor things to just irk the other. All I know is next thing I knew, we get a delivery He's got a crap-eating grin from ear to ear because he knows what it is. I bring it in the house, and I'm like, what is this? And he's smiling and going, open it. What is it? Open it. So I open the box, and sure enough, there's the little gnome with the freaking mile-long hat.
So fast forward a bit.
Okay. I decided to start being cheeky because I work at a grocery store, and this grocery store just so happened to start to carry these style gnomes for all the different holidays.
Yeah, it's a very specific style of gnome. It's not
It's
like the garden gnomes.
No, it's not a garden gnome. It is very specifically a style of, like, gnome for Yule. Okay? Anyways. My grocery store starts selling them for the different holidays. Lo and behold, I know when they're coming in. I start to purchase them as gifts. I say, hey, honey, I have a gift for you. What is it, dear? Here! And I have now started to bring home these little gnomes for Odin to decorate the computer desk and the house. Primarily going to be his computer desk and office when we get a house. But yes.
I enjoy it.
But yes, as you could see, we've got the cloth one. We have the little wood stand-up one. We've even got a Samhain one now.
And we got this hedgehog buddy.
Yeah, we got the hedgehog buddy.
From
Summer solstice.
Summer solstice, but it's still applicable.
Yeah, because they're holding sunflowers. But yes, so now I have decided to be a devious little wife and start to buy these little different types of gnomes for Odin.
Well, I enjoy it, so thank you.
It's still me being devious.
Okay. Well, tonight is Lunasa. The actual astrological alignment. The sun became 15 degrees into Leo today. And that is the cross quarter of
The wheel of the year.
the wheel of the year. So we follow the ancient way of calculating things and doing things within our sanctuary. So that's why we're a little out of lockstep with the rest of the
Community.
well, the majority of the community.
Now that is a great tie-in for what Odin has been working on the website. Odin made a post about it earlier today on the Sanctuary of the Phoenix Facebook page, but Odin can go more into depth on it right now as I go deal with our youngest.
Well, I started to actually curate a list of our observances for the Sabbats, the Esbats, the Path observances, the Awareness Days. And I even included full moons, and included the Celtic tree months. We want to be able to better communicate what we observe, how we observe it, and when we observe it. And so that's something that's been a long time coming, and now it's taking shape, and it is on our website. Just check out our Facebook page or go to our website, click on calendars, and down at observances. And if anything special you want to request to be covered, you can send me a message and it'll be considered.
Alrighty. All right. We are hoping to get some liveliness in the chat soon. Just a little bit of, messages saying hey us and whatnot.
Well, we got a few people here. And that's...
We got a few.
And we'll always get a few more after we're done. We're an hour late, everyone. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, that's what happens.
Your clock is not broken.
Yeah, no. No. It's what happens when kids are involved and trying to get everything all organized, and it's the joy of life. Mm-hmm. We do not try to hide that we're parents. We, are very much hey, we're a family. This is how it goes. We're very relaxed on things.
So our timing is mostly approximations.
Roughly. But hey, I do have to say, though, we are doing quite well with timing, because there's been times where we've set a time and then we hop on 3-4 hours later and then go, okay, our bad.
Oh, that's one of the reasons why we start moving things earlier. It's gotten a lot better since we've moved to an earlier time slot.
Yes, it has. It has.
We're also a little more lively, a little more talkative.
I still could have used a nap, but...
I'm getting gray.
Hey, I keep telling you you're getting old, and every time I do, you keep saying, no, I'm not.
I'm fermenting like a fine wine. Okay, so there's a reason we're here, and it's to do the ritual this
yes.
Lunasa.
Yes. We did not write down the ritual this year, because, hey, hi. So this year we are going to be doing it very loose, very relaxed. I will probably be seeking, answers in our book of correspondences here. Just to, as a refresher, I have a pretty good memory, but we should be.
You're better at correspondences than I am.
I know. I'm so proud. Now, for anybody wondering, we use Leowin's Complete Book of Correspondences by Sandra Kynes.
It's about 94% accurate.
Yeah, there's some
little omissions.
There's little omissions, little inaccuracies here and there. So
it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. It really is. For the vast, basic, overview of different paths of paganism. Now, with that being said, this does not follow just one path. Mm-mm. Okay? This is not a Norse book. This is not a Celtic book. This is not a Satru. This is not heathenry. This is not Hellenic.
Correspondences,
it is correspondences. We've got many different gods and goddesses in here, many different holidays,
and what they're associated with,
different
interconnect.
We've got even different mythical animals in here.
Yeah, it's pretty
magical beings and spirits.
It's pretty in depth, but it also gives us what cardinal direction is associated with which deity, which color is associated to which holidays.
We have the moon phases. We've got astrological signs. The zodiac. You could think about it. We've pretty much got it in this.
And that's one of the books when everyone's like, "What should we start reading? What should we start reading?" Well, that's where we start telling people to start.
Yep.
So, this is going to be a very loose format. Ritual this evening, nothing too heavily scripted. I mean, we could have pulled up last year's, because it's generally the same year in and year out, but you can do things a little differently.
Yep, change out the decor and all that sort of fun stuff.
And at the core of everything, our eclectic ritual that we put on for every Sabbath is very similar. It's just slight changes in the decor, slight changes in what we're focusing the intents on, because we tried to make it very simple, easy to follow, and something that even somebody that's a beginner can enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the big things that we try to do. We try to do our observances a week early, but we also just do it the Saturday of when it happens that way on alignments.
Which fortunately worked out this time.
Yeah.
So, all right. If there are no questions, we will get right ahead to doing ritual.
Yeah.
So if anybody has any questions, please write it into the Facebook chat. We have the chats up on our phones, so we can just take a quick peek and answer those. Now, we are on about a 30-ish second delay, so when we see it on our phones, it's been 30 seconds since we talked about whatever.
And we're also on YouTube, and if you're joining us from YouTube, please head on over to our page on Facebook if you have any questions to ask.
Yep. Alrighty. Are you ready?
Sure am. Let's
Show on the road. Alright, I'm going to take my flip-flops off so that I can be grounded. Not grounded in the corner, but, grounded to the earth.
Well, maybe I should do the same.
Is that so?
Okay.
Alrighty. Now, as High Priest Odin and I take the salt and water up, this is to cast the circle and to cleanse the area. It is a protection to keep any negative energies, any negative spells from getting in while we are doing our magic work. It is primarily just to consecrate and bless and protect the ritual area.
Yes, and in a larger setting, we would be doing it for protecting the entirety of the sphere.
Yes, we would be including the participants. Since we're doing an online format, it's the intention, but primarily we are doing the ritual space.
For those new, we are going clockwise.
Now, during this part, you are more than welcome to cast any incantations that you wish for protection. You can also do this silent. It is whatever works best for you and your practices. You do not have to follow what we do and so forth.
And in a larger setting, we also have a broom that we use to sweep the energy out. It's a handmade broom that we use, and it's the intent of that is to clear out the energy. It's not to actually sweep the ground or floor. It's to sweep out the energy. So now we have our circle casted.
Okay, now we have to call the corners. Now for our sanctuary, we start in the north and go clockwise. Others start in the east where the sun rises. It is all up to you on preference, but we personally do north first.
And it works best for us.
And it works best for us. All right. Hail, guardians of the watchtower of the north, element earth, color green. We welcome you to our Lughnasadh ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Hail, guardians of the watchtower of the east. Element wind, color yellow. We welcome you to our Lughnasadh ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Hail, guardians of the watchtower of the south. Element fire, color red. We welcome you to our Lughnasadh ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the West, element water, color blue. We welcome you to our Lugnasad ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Alrighty. At this time, we ask everyone to invoke any deities for Lugnasad, and any others that you feel would be a good addition. All we ask is that they come in light and love and do not seek to cause any harm.
Yes.
So we will take a few moments and then we will continue on with the ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Take another moment.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Okay. It's okay, Bugs. It's okay.
I think they teethin'.
Yeah, we think he's teething. So it's going to be a long stream, guys. I'm sorry. Alrighty. At this time, I am going to light the incense, light the candle.
Bring on the fire.
One moment.
Now, at the conclusion of tonight's ritual, there is a slight possibility I might be opening up a community room on either our own messenger platform or here in here on Facebook. To tell the story of John Barleycorn. So that's something to potentially look into if you've got a little extra time.
Yeah, we were so adamant of getting on stream, we didn't make sure that the incense burner was cleaned out. Oops.
Happens.
It happens. See, we told you we're not perfect.
We're perfectly human.
Yep. And this is proving it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we
See,
are.
it's all about the intent. It's all about the will. And the closer the correspondence, the better.
Now, this evening we are using loose incense. You are more than welcome to just use stick incense if you would like. That is perfectly fine. Again, as Odin has been saying, intent is the goal here.
Yes. Come on, Papa.
Yes, we think our little guy is teething. I'm gonna step right in front of the camera, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah.
Where do you want me to put him, over on my side?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a mama's boy. You okay?
Yeah, fine.
Hi. Yeah. Oh, that's what you wanted, huh?
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotta love incense.
Likely gonna get hot in here. I am sorry.
We need ventilation just as well.
He is just billowing. It's gonna suck. Alrighty. Alrighty. And of course, the familiar is trying to rush up to the open window now.
Ooh, window. All right, everyone.
Okay.
We are back.
We are back. All right, everyone. So, today is Lughnasadh. It is the first harvest. All the fruits of the labor of the year is finally starting to show. All of the sowing of the ground, the planting of the seeds, the watering, the tending to the earth. We can finally now see the fruits, primarily grains of our labor.
And there are also the harvests of bilberry over across the pond, and in the northeast is blueberries, and over in the northwest is blackberries.
Yes, right now is the berry and the grain harvest.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you are seeing all the cornfields starting to get tilled up. You're starting to see the berries getting picked. The apples are not quite ready yet. They're getting close, guys, but not quite. But they're getting closer, though.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, right now is primarily grain. That's why you see corn and bread on the table.
Mm-hmm. And some people like to make like wheat braids.
Yes, the braided breads. Yes, I was
Yes.
going to do that this year, but time was not of the essence.
And not just braided bread, but people like to make like the wheat braid wheat stalks together.
Oh, yep, yep, yeah.
Make
Yeah.
wreaths of wheat.
Yes, and they also make smudging sticks out of it as well.
They can, yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Now a little bit of history on this holiday, or at least the correspondences. Solar system, the solar system correspondence is the moon, which the moon phase for this is the waning moon. Colors are reddish browns, gold, orange, purple, and yellow. As you can see, we are just full of it. The season is obviously summer because we're not quite to the autumn equinox yet. So we are still within the summer season. Trees are acacia, apple, myrtle, oak, and rowan. The herbs and gardens would be the berry, bramble, and gorse. Other miscellaneous plants are aloe, ginseng, and grain. Like we said, the grain.
And berries.
And berries, yep. Gemstones and minerals, citrine, yellow diamond, and peridot. Some of the goddesses that you can worship during this time, if you would like to have them, the holidays correspond with certain gods or goddesses. Ain, Ceres, Demeter, Ereshkigal, Freya, Frigg, Inanna, Ishtar, Kore, and Persephone.
They're missing Tilly too.
Oh, yes, they are. Like we said, the book is not 100%, but
Luke's mother.
yeah. Yes, Luke's mother, yes. Now, for the gods would be Dumuzi, Lug, and Odin. Not this one, but yeah. I know. Animals would be the cattle, so the bull and the calves. The bird would be chicken or rooster. Now, issues, intentions, and powers. These are some things that you want to pay attention to around this time of year. Accomplishment, agriculture, challenges, darkness, death, endings, release, and transformation. So any and all spells or magic work that deal with these intentions are really, really good to work on right now.
It's a good time to start finishing up your work of the year, tying up your loose ends.
Yep.
Preparing to make it through these winter months that are surely about to come.
Yep. Now is the time to start getting all that hard work finalized for the year. Because, like Odin was saying, the cold winter months are coming. They are surely coming. And you don't want to have them rush, the cold weather rush upon you and you not having your work done. Yeah. Because then you're in for a long, hard, cold winter with not much ready.
Yes.
So, yeah. Alrighty. Is there any magic work that you need to work on right now?
Allowing things to continue to come to fruition.
Yeah.
Because though this is the first harvest, there's 2 more to come.
Yes.
And the theme across the 3 harvests is abundance. So we want good things aplenty. We want to be able to make sure our work is done, but we also want to enjoy the bountiful nature of the time that we are in. So, allowing things to continue to come to fruition, that the harvests to come are plentiful. And that the things that we aspire in this season for our life come to be harvested for our abundance.
Yes. Hello, dear Caitlin. Hi.
Hello.
Just saw you pop on. How are you, my dear? Yeah, I don't know why it's not popping up on your end.
Because it's technology, and for some reason, something's always a little off.
That goes without saying, especially with you.
I work so hard to make it all work so right.
And then it doesn't.
Hey, it's working better than not.
Yeah, true that. True that.
And we can say it's working better than it has in a lot of retrogrades. I remember that 3-month stint, everything was messed up.
Oh, yeah, that was a rough
Because you unplugged the cord at the wrong time.
one. Yeah, that was rough. That was rough. Alright,
Well, what do you want to see come to fruition?
Well, I'm not sure how many of you in the community know this yet, but Odin and I are looking at purchasing a house soon for our family. We just got pre-approved, and now is the time for us to start actually looking for houses.
And getting ready to do the pre-qualify.
Yes. So we are in that lovely little, how do we want to put it? Like that weird middle ground where, you know, you don't quite have the house, but you're not so far away where you're not even ready yet. Because we're, for the most part, ready.
We're scrambling. There's not enough income in the month to get where we want to be. But when does anybody ever where they want to be? Yeah. You could always need more.
Oh, yeah. So definitely, some good vibes on us getting the house.
Yeah.
And, one other thing.
I'm sure we'll do fine, but I want to see that blossom.
Oh, yeah.
I want to harvest that.
Yeah. There's one other big thing that we are going through right now. It's good news. It's good news, guys. It is. It's just as a mama, you're never quite ready. Valk is finally old enough and going to be starting school this fall. We're not exactly sure when his first day will be, but it's coming up quick. We just applied him for a school here. We're just waiting on word on what we need to do, and according to the school, to get him good to go. And so very shortly will be his first day of school, and this mama is not ready. I'm not ready to watch him grow up, but it's his time. It's time to watch him bloom. It's time to watch him blossom into...
Harvest his knowledge.
Yes. Yep. So this mama is having a rough time right now, but it's for a good thing. It's a good thing. Am I scared? Oh, you better believe it. Am I nervous? Heck yeah. Am I proud? Oh, you better damn well believe it. I'm so proud of him. So
we got this, Mama.
So good vibes towards him going to school would be greatly, greatly appreciated. So, yeah.
And for all the wonderful things that are going on in the lives of everyone watching this stream, whether it be right now or whether they watch this later as it's a recording, may you be blessed and harvest the joys of your life.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna put a little bit of extra incense on.
Woot. Alrighty. Mom, are you ready to continue, my dear?
I am certainly ready.
Alrighty. At this time, we will now give thanks and, it's mooncakes and ale, but, it's bread and, well, it's mead, but hey, it works. This evening, we have triple berry, what was it? Triple berry ale, triple berry cider.
Triple berry cider.
Yeah, triple berry cider, beer bread. More like cider bread. And then to drink, we have Valkyrie's Choice mead from Groenfell.
Mm-hmm.
Food first.
And the recipe for this bread is up on
Witchy Kitchen.
Yeah. Just need to add your favorite beverage.
Yep.
Okay. May you never hunger.
May you never hunger.
Mm-hmm.
May you never thirst.
And may you never thirst.
Just so you viewers know, it's not that it tastes horrible. I'm just not a beer fan. I'm not a mead fan. I'm not even a wine fan. Get me a mixed drink, some wine coolers. I'm all set. Odin is the better person to ask on flavor profile and all that.
And this is a highly traditional mead. Artfully made.
If you want to know where we get our incense or the mead or any of our other items for our streams, please let us know and we will gladly tell you where we get our provisions from. So we do not, this is not a paid sponsorship.
No.
We do not get paid to use their products on our streams. We just enjoy the products.
Mm-hmm.
And we like their products enough to where we like to just use them on stream and show everybody and share the love.
And we like to make sure that we use things that are made with proper correspondences.
And high quality.
High quality, as well as things that are made the old way.
I made this by hand. It's not a mix.
It's wonderful, too. Grains and berries. It's like the perfect bread.
It's so good. Like, you can get the sweet hints in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like... This is not keto friendly.
No,
Not
no,
keto
no.
friendly.
But the cider that we used in making this beer bread was Blake's Triple Berry Jam.
Mm-hmm.
So we used that instead of a beer or a mead this time around. We used a cider.
And it works.
Gonna have me some more when I get done here.
Hey, just like you told me, save room for dinner. No, seriously, this one, just before stream, decided to say, but honey, you need to save room for dinner as I'm eating another slice in the kitchen to hide.
It's good.
It is so good.
And the recipe is on our
Witchy Kitchen, yep.
Witchy Kitchen, yeah.
Nope,
The only thing is we put in a different can of beverage.
Now, I would not use, like, a can of soda. I would use something fermented. I would use a beer. I would use a mead. I would use a cider. I would not go with...
And the alcohol does cook out if
Yeah.
you're worried about that.
Yep. So, if you are worried for little ones, it's perfectly fine. The bread has to cook for long enough to where it will get cooked out of the bread.
Mm-hmm. All you're left with is amazing flavors. And with this, it was a cider. It was, I think, blueberry, blackberry, and raspberry.
Something I can't remember.
And it was a cider made from that, straight from the farm. And, yeah, it goes really well. It's quite, it almost tastes like somewhere between cake and a bread.
It's got the moistness of a cake.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the moistness of a cake, but the denseness of a bread.
And it's an unleavened bread, which is really outstanding. It's, the leavening is through...
It's technically still a leavened bread, in a way. Because you use the yeast from the fermented drink, as well as you feed it with sugar, 3 tablespoons of sugar, and you use self-rising flour.
Yes.
If you don't have self-rising flour, but if you have all-purpose flour, just for every cup of all-purpose, you put in 3 teaspoons of baking powder. So essentially a tablespoon each.
Yeah. And it's marvelous. It's marvelous. It's not light and fluffy. It's a bit denser, so it's kind of like a banana bread.
Yeah.
It has kind of like the weight and consistency of a banana bread. So this has been a very enjoyable Lunasal. We kind of went off the cuff a little bit, But that's fine. I mean, that's what we're trying to show with, especially with our open rituals, is how easy and simple it can be. You don't need all these decorations. You really don't. We like them, and
I think
it's,
they look pretty.
they're very beautiful, and it really sets the atmosphere. But really, all you need is you and your intent in a moment of your own time to reflect and to work through the correspondences and build up that energy and let it go to the universe. So we do our open streams largely as an open discussion and giving examples and advice to people who ask. Oh, buddy. So, closed rituals are a bit more formal, but open rituals are a bit more relaxed. More of an example of things that can be done, and that's what we want, is for people to be able to bring their faith into their home, into the spaces they live, and to practice with their families, with their friends, with themselves.
Alrighty. Well, I think it is time for us to start closing off this ritual. It is time for us to say our farewells to any of the gods and goddesses that have been welcomed in. Thank them for their time, show appreciation for them, because they don't have to make their presence known. They really don't. So when they do, we do need to be appreciative and thankful for when they do.
Yes.
So we will take a few moments to do that, and then we will continue on closing the stream. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Alrighty. Now we are going to say farewell to the corners. And we are going to start in the west, and we are going to go counterclockwise, which it is also called Widdershins. Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the West, element water, color blue. We thank you for joining us for this Lughnasadh ritual. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the South, element fire, color red. We thank you for joining us for our Lughnasadh ritual. Hail and welcome.
Hail and farewell.
Oh yeah, hail and farewell. Woo! I am on a roll tonight. All right. Hail, guardians of Watchtower of the East, element wind, color yellow. We thank you for joining us for this Lughnasadh ritual. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Hail, guardians of the Watchtower of the North, element earth, color green. We thank you for joining us this Lughnasadh ritual. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Alrighty. At this time, we are shifting our feet. We are breaking, not really breaking, but opening up the circle that we casted earlier this evening with the water and the salt. We are now allowing all of the good energies and vibes and spell work and magic work that we have done this evening, and we are letting it loose into the world to help bring good energies. Because we always need better energies in this world.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. May the circle be open, but unbroken. May the love of the gods and goddesses be ever in your hearts. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. All right, everyone. Thank you for those of you who have joined us this evening, and for those of you who will be watching the replays of this video. If you have any questions, please get a hold of Odin or I. We will get a hold of you as soon as possible. I do have a job that I go to from, the typical 8 to 5. So anytime beyond those hours usually works out, except for when I'm sleeping.
I usually hang on to the mentorships.
Yes, Odin does the mentorships. I am more than welcome, I am more than willing to answer questions that people may have, but I do not participate in the mentorship program. That is primarily Odin, because Odin has the ability to dedicate the time needed for the mentorship programs and to help do the more one-on-one work. Again, I have a job that I have to devote time to for the personal family, for income reasons. So I gotta have money.
You also have your own goals and ambitions too.
Yes.
We all have to make time for ourselves.
Yes, of course. But yeah, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to message me or Odin. If you would like to participate in the mentorship program, please get a hold of Odin through the mentorship program, and Odin will be able to help you with that. Check out our website, sanctuaryphoenix.com. We have Twitter, we have Facebook, I think we might even have an Instagram at some point.
Yeah, we do.
We do? Okay. All right.
We're out there.
We're out there, guys. Now. Alrighty. We are not confirmed on going. I think we might have missed the deadline to get a booth at Pagan Pride this year. Right now, financially, the sanctuary can't do it. We do plan on at least making our presence known. We will be walking around. We will be doing probably a meetup or something at Pagan Pride. So if anyone is in the Grand Rapids surrounding areas, and if you guys would like to meet up with us at Grand Rapids Pagan Pride Day, that is September 18th. It's on a Saturday. It starts at 9 or 10 a.m. and it goes all the way till 5 or 6 p.m. Check their Facebook event page and you can get more information there. We will share the link out to that on our Facebook page for anyone who is interested. We do plan on being there. We're not sure whether we're going to have the kiddos with us or a babysitter. We're going to try for a babysitter, though. But, yes. So, yeah, we do plan on being there, with or without the littles, so.
We haven't decided fully what we're going to do. We've been just taking this year by year.
Yeah, especially with COVID, especially still rearing its ugly head and the new variants. We just want to be as precautious as possible and be as safe as possible. Yes, so you hear the cute one.
So we might do a ritual, we might do a workshop, or we might just be meeting up and being present. We haven't fully decided yet.
We've already missed the deadline.
We can still squeeze one in.
Okay. Well, anyways, we are going to get to it, guys. You all have a wonderful holiday. Be safe. Enjoy the weather. It is beautiful here. I'm not sure where the weather is, how the weather is wherever you're living at, but if it's beautiful, get a chance to go out, even if it's just to sit outside and read a book in the beautiful, beautiful weather. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid, and we shall see everyone at the autumn equinox.
Yes.
Yes. Yep. All right, Roku. Thank you for joining. Alrighty. Well, I guess without further ado, may the gods and goddesses bless our home, our friends and family in this stream. Blessed be.